Hello and welcome to the San Diego County Office of Education's BITSA Induction Program Orientation. BITSA is a California term for induction and stands for Beginning Teacher Support and Assessment. You may hear BITSA and induction used interchangeably. So what is induction? Induction is a 2-year job-embedded program where participating teachers receive professional support from a trained and experienced teacher known as a support provider. Participants will engage in formative assessment and professional growth. Upon successful completion of the program, they will receive a recommendation to the CTC for a clear credential. The premise of induction is to build upon the teacher preparation experience to continue the Plan, Teach, Reflect, Apply cycle using evidence to reflect upon and improve teaching practice. Let's review the history of BITSA and how the program evolved from one of support to one of support and credentialing. Prior to 1998, a teacher receiving a preliminary credential was required to enroll in a clear credential program upon becoming a teacher of record. This meant that in addition to teaching full-time, a teacher had to go back to a university to take courses to clear that credential. During this time, teacher retention rates were low, with over half of all California teachers leaving the profession within the first 5 years. As a result of this trend, the California New Teacher Project developed a unique research program designed to gather data about how best to support beginning teachers. Through this research, the project determined when teachers received coaching and support, they were less likely to leave the profession. And based on this research, in 1992, Senate Bill 1422 was passed, establishing a beginning teacher support and assessment project where all beginning teachers were to receive some type of mentoring and support. By 1998, the CTC restructured teacher credentialing in California, and with the passage of SB 2042, the 5th year of study at universities was eliminated, and induction became the path to clear a preliminary credential. Assembly Bill 2210 established legislation requiring all teachers complete their professional clear credential requirements through an accredited induction program like SDCOEs, unless an induction program was not available. Upon verification of unavailability, a teacher could enroll in a university clear credential program, but as of 2016, all clear credential programs are now induction programs. Most induction participants have completed a preliminary credential program and passed the teacher performance assessment. Upon attaining a preliminary credential, a teacher of record then enrolls in an induction program which builds upon a teacher prep experience and any other prior experience to demonstrate advanced understanding of curriculum delivery, apply prior knowledge, develop an individual learning plan, and frequently reflect on teaching practice. Once induction is successfully completed, a participant is recommended for a clear credential, which is then renewed every 5 years without additional requirements. This system of learning to teach builds upon previous experiences at each level, from preliminary preparation through induction through the clear credential. Teacher preparation utilizes the teacher performance expectations known as TPEs. These are a set of standards that all teacher preparation candidates should know and be able to do in order to attain their preliminary credential. These standards are demonstrated through the teacher performance assessment for California teachers. The teacher induction program uses the California standards for the teaching profession, also known as the CSTPs, which are a set of standards that all teachers should know and be able to do. These standards are demonstrated through the formative assessment for California teachers, as well as through the evaluation process in many schools and districts across California. The 6 CSTPs, or California Standards for Teaching Profession, directly align with the 6 teacher performance expectations. They are engaging and supporting all students in learning, creating and maintaining effective environments for student learning, understanding and organizing subject matter for student learning, planning instruction and designing learning experiences for all students, assessing students for learning, and developing as a professional educator. This should be familiar to you as it closely aligns to and purposefully builds upon teacher performance expectations. Throughout the process, the focus is on growth and reflection around the CSTPs and content standards as a practitioner to continue meeting the changing needs of your students. You'll hear the acronym Formative Assessment for California Teachers. FACT is the tool this program uses to facilitate the action research cycle known as Plan, Teach, Reflect, Apply. It's based on collecting, analyzing, and reflecting on data to make further changes and improvements to teaching practice. This is a continuous action research cycle where participating teachers with their support provider use data, including student work and classroom observations, to determine areas of strength and growth. It's really important to note here that this is designed to be completed with the assistance of your support provider who's there to guide you through the growth process. Your role and responsibility as a participating teacher is to complete the formative assessment, participate in your own professional growth, and as it relates to the action research, develop an individual learning plan and collect evidence of your growth. Now, this evidence is really a collection of what you're already doing in your practice. As a program participant, another role is that you maintain confidentiality. From time to time, there will be meetings with fellow program participants, and what's discussed in those meetings around challenges and areas of growth are confidential. Lastly, clear your credential. SDCOE's induction program, your support provider, and your district lead are all here to facilitate clearing your credential. Ultimately, however, this is your credential, so you want to make sure you do everything to successfully complete the program and in the end follow through on the technical aspects of completing your clear credential application. You will be assigned a support provider who's experienced and an exemplary veteran teacher trained in FACT and mentoring. Your support provider is there to work with you throughout the next 2 years in an effort to assist you in improving practice and being successful through support and mentoring. Remember, induction and even teaching is not meant to be done in isolation, so utilize your support provider as a valuable resource to you. At the same time, please honor their time by communicating your needs, meeting timelines, and honoring commitments. Haiku is the learning management system used by the induction program. You'll be enrolled in the appropriate course, which will provide you with all the instructions and materials for required assignments. It allows you to view, download, and upload assignments. You'll also receive announcements, exchange ideas and materials with colleagues throughout the program through discussions, view your grades, and register for professional development. Now, you have access to a checklist in Haiku to guide you through program completion requirements. All items on the checklist are available electronically and must be submitted electronically in Haiku. These items document your action research, which you'll soon discover are already part of your practice. Sections 1 and 2 on the left are all due throughout the fall, while sections 3 and 4 on the right are due throughout the spring. Your support provider and your district lead, along with screencasts and instructions provided in Haiku, will be available to clarify the checklist items. Your second year in the program will look very similar to year one. SDCOE's induction program offers an early completion option for eligible candidates who have a minimum of 3 or more years of teaching experience and have demonstrated exemplary practice ranging from integrating to innovating. If you think you qualify, please talk to your district lead to determine eligibility and learn about the application process. But know that eligibility does not guarantee acceptance. Communication with your assigned support provider and district lead is the key to your success in this program. Please note any issues that may prevent you from completing the program should really be communicated so the induction team can support you accordingly. Your support provider is your first line of communication, and if the need arises, you and your support provider may contact the district lead for assistance. The district lead is the primary source of communication between the district and SDCOE. If there are any issues with your support provider that are of concern, please communicate with your district lead, who will determine whether the issue can be resolved or whether a change in support provider is the best avenue. SDCOE does require proper steps to be taken and protocol followed. SDCOE partners with multiple universities to offer units for your participation in induction. The cost and number of units vary depending on the university. Please look for the page in Haiku titled University Credit for more information. University credit is awarded to candidates who complete all activities within that year of enrollment of induction. Units must be registered and paid for by the due date set by the individual universities. We really look forward to working with you this year as you complete your journey through induction. Thank you.